welcome to episode 65 of the Zeens and Roger Crochet Vlogcast. I am Rosina, a crochet designer who lives and is in the southwest of the UK right now. Not that it's subject to change anytime soon. How are you? You alright? Happy New Year! It is the 6th of January and I am very glad that Christmas is done and dusted. It's too much hassle. I have not been particularly optimistic of late, so Christmas can do one. So I've buried myself in crochet, I guess. Not as much wool as you'd think, because I didn't get a single bit of woolly stuff for Christmas at all. I've no new wool to show you because nobody bought me any. Although my favourite present of the year was handmade, not anything that I can make was received. That's okay, that's good. It means that I just have to buy some myself, and the choice will be mine, won't it? I'm thinking about going to Unravel, which is next month, so maybe I'll save up some dosh and treat myself to some me presents, just because. Even though I said only like a month ago that I wasn't going to spend any more money at all on wool, ever, yarn. Everybody knows that's rubbish. So what do I have to show you? Well, I've got a couple of works in progress, a couple of finished objects that are sewing and not woolly. And although I didn't get anything for Christmas that was yarn related, it means I can pretend that this thing is a Christmas present that's yarn related, but it's not really a Christmas present at all. It's a skein of John Arbon's new yarn. And the range is called Yarnadelic, and you get these shades. I've got a shade card sent to me. Disappointed in the lack of red and pink. I think that we're focusing here on more natural colours, like earthy tones. I must say I like that green. This is a nice green. And the colour they gave me is a stunner as well. It is called Waltz, this shade, which is a purpley blue. And it's very soft, and I think it would be great for shawls, but I mean, I've only got 25 grams. So I could edge a shawl with it. I could make a mandala doily thingamajig with it. I could save it rather than rush it. Just like sometimes you make things because you've got new wool and you want to test it. I should probably just sit on it for a while and make a decision rather than be all hasty. Don't want to be too impulsive about what I do with it, because then I might regret it, so I don't know. But it says it's a sport weight or heavy 4-ply, so if you don't like working with fine 4-plies or whatever, this would be the next one up. Might be worth a try for a sort of a delicate shawl. And I have something in mind, I have a design idea in mind for it, but I'd need like probably 400 grams for this idea I've got. We shall see. It's called Yarnadelic, said that. It's based on, there's a playlist that goes with it, but I don't think it's been released yet. I'm not sure. But I haven't listened to it yet, even though I intend to, but because I haven't got a Spotify account. Before I forget, I should probably tell you that it's Falklands Corriedale sheep wool. So it is a proper woolly wool, but it's not scratchy, it's a soft one. I think so. I'll be able to tell you more if I use it properly, but you know, if you know knit by numbers and stuff like that, that's a merino by John Arbon. This is probably fairly similarly soft, I'd say, just from having a squidge, but I can't tell any more at that minute because I've not used it. So moving on from that, a few years ago I decided that actually making Christmas presents for people was pointless, because you can spend several hours making, and the items that you give are not appreciated with the same enthusiasm that you were anticipating, you were hoping. So with that, I decided ages ago, oh, not worth it if somebody's not going to love it. The exceptions, I guess, would be if somebody requested something especially. But not many people do anymore, because I kind of kicked up a bit of a fuss about making for people. As you do. And then there was like somebody in my life would always, there was one person in particular who would always ask, can you make this, can you make that? And it got to a point when I actually went, yeah, that'll be £15 please. And that was the last time they asked me to make them something. Which is fine by me. But yeah. Anyway, what was my point? Where was I going with this? It got to the Christmas was on Wednesday, wasn't it? It got to the Saturday before, and I realised that I hadn't made. There were 3 people that I hadn't got presents for, and I was like, oh no. I mean, it had taken me, I knew I had to get them. It wasn't like I'd forgotten them or anything like that. It's just kept putting it off because I couldn't think of any ideas. And it got to the Saturday and went, I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to make some presents, because I've got literally got no clue what to buy these people. Flip it. I'll just make something. And these are terrible examples now because they've just been squashed in my basket and they're all creased. But what I did was get the sewing machine out and make just some little purses with, I pressed them honestly, and they were nice and flat, not creased. I just made little bags. This is blowing out because it's a neon yellow zip. Do you remember years ago, like 2, 3, when did I first start podcasting? Nearly 3 years ago. And I think it was probably only like the episode 2, 3 or 4, something like that, where I'd ordered a zip or multicoloured zips or something, and got a bundle of load of 6-inch neon yellow zips. And I didn't know what to do with them. Well, I used a few. And I made some bags. This is like a nice linen fabric, which I've now used every single scrap, and I wish I could replace it, and I don't know where I got it from, other than I think I got it online. I think probably off eBay, but the trouble is when I went to reorder, it wasn't available anymore. And to try and find like for like, if you order like a natural linen off the internet, the scale of quality and different sorts of linens you get, anything could arrive. And it's just like I've done it a few times now, I think 3 or 4 times, and each time it's been not this, so I've just given up. If I see it one day, then great, but it's a really nice one. Anyway, so I just topped it with a nice bit of fabric that was cool and I like, and then I lined it with another fabric which is white with neon dots. You probably can't see the neon dots, but it's cool. Where did I get it from? I told you about it a couple of episodes ago. Cloth and Candy, I think is the name of the fabric shop. And then, so I made a couple of those, and then I made a couple of these as well. When this is in linen fabric that I bought from, I ordered this from, actually it's not too dissimilar, and I would, if I could find some plain like this, get this. This is from Wool Warehouse. But they didn't have any plain, they're all patterned. And I bought half a metre of this, and I made 3, I think I made 3 bags. and I've got enough fabric to make 3 more probably of this size. I lined it with some starry fabric. That is probably a Cloth and Candy one as well, I think. I can't remember, it's like a Ruby Star Society is the name of the... Hang on, it's right here, funnily enough. Rashida Coleman Hale. What does that mean? Fall 7 times, get up 8. I'm confused by that. It says it on the selvage. Got little records. Anywho, that's what I lined it with. This is more of a dress fabric rather than a quilting fabric though. Didn't know that when I'd ordered it, but it doesn't make any difference because it doesn't need to be heavy duty for a little pouch thing. I'm sure it's like Ruby Star Society is the name of the collection of designed fabrics. So I made that. I made 5 in total, gave 3 away, kept 2. Because I'm always going, oh, I need a little bag for this, I need a little bag for that. And so I've got now 2 waiting in the wings. My sewing skills are well dodgy and never seem to improve, which annoys me. Because the amount of times I've made little bags here and there, why are my skills not improving? Why am I not able to just like whiz them up by now? Or sew in a frigging straight line? Or not break the amount of needles I broke, honestly, it's ridiculous. I've run out of needles and I, at the end, was using a top stitching needle for glitter thread because I had nothing else. It's probably why I go wrong half the time, because the needles are the wrong sort. I wasn't top stitching with glittery thread, so I don't know why would I have bought needles for the machine that were for glittery thread. Don't know. Oh, I hear there's movement downstairs, there's children downstairs. It's the last day before they go back to school. I've let them go on the computer for the last hour or so, and they'll be allowed on it until I finish doing this, and then I shall make them do their homework, which they probably should have done 2 weeks ago. So those are the only 2 finished things that I've done that I can show, because I've done 2 other projects that I hadn't anticipated and just like boshed them out last week. And I will show you those in due course, but not right now. I need to write them up first. This should be my New Year's resolution, is to type up the patterns first before telling you about them, because my track record is not good for releasing things, so I should always have them written up first. For example, I've not written this up yet, although I can't even remember if it was finished last time. Cannot remember. I haven't written it up yet because I got sidetracked with a call for submission that I fancied doing. I've started on the second version of this, and no, it's not ready. Hopefully by the end of January I'll have written up a draft, but I want to get this second one finished before I do. And then when I've typed it up, I will ask you guys if you want to test it for me. But I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to wait until it's typed up. So this is the second version. And why I don't like naming patterns after colours, because everybody uses different colours. And I posted a picture of this on Instagram, and I'd said something like, haven't decided on a name for it yet, or something similar to that. And I got a lot of name suggestions, but the name suggestions predominantly referred to the colours of this one. If you're going to make a shawl in completely different colours, then the name will make 0 sense. I know a lot of people like to rename their projects, but still, I like a project to have a name that maybe, I don't have different relevance, not related to the colours. I don't want to be restricted by the colour palette. I want my designs to work in any shades, in any colour palette. It smells like wool wash, isn't it nice? I'm so tired. Sorry, moan. Sure. Right. Hopefully, and this is a 4-ply version, and the other version is going to be a DK version, so it will be available. The pattern will have both versions in it, the DK and the 4-ply. There probably won't be much of a difference. It will just be a difference in things like the hook size you use and the amount of yarn you use. But other than that, there won't be a lot of difference. So that's a work in progress, or rather this one is. The first one is made with like some indie dyed yarn that I bought at a yarn festival, and this is just Starcraft Life Special. So it's got wool content in it, but it's also like mostly acrylic. Quite like that, looks nice. But as you can see, it's only Diddy, so I need to do more work on it to make it bigger. And the painstaking border, which whew, is a labour of love. So it needs a name. Oh, the sun's gone funny. It needs a name. Something might occur to me. I don't particularly like anything saccharine and cheesy. I like things to be fun. I like names to have meaning, but I also like them to be fun. Sometimes silly, but not kind of like, yeah, sentimental. That's not me. And what else was I going to say about it? Come on. Oh yes, I remember. I decided that actually when that pattern is ready, my patrons will get it for free because it's a reward. They need you guys. There's only a few of you, and that's great. I'm so thankful to you. And because of that, you'll get it for free when it's ready, whenever that is. And I haven't worked out how to do that. Might do like a, I don't know how that works. It's one of the reasons why I haven't done tiers and things on Patreon, because I don't know how to do it and I haven't got time to sit there and figure it out. I need an assistant. Wouldn't it be? I wonder if my business would flourish and grow, and like, would I actually need to have like a 3-day-a-week real job if I had an assistant that could help me do all the things and sort of bring all the ideas I have to fruition? Because they're up there. It's just that 2019 has been a complicated year, was a complicated year, and I did not have the time to bring clarity to my ideas and sort shit out, quite frankly. Just didn't have the wherewithal. And if I could have an assistant, maybe that would cure all. I don't know. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Or a lottery win, please? Can I win the lottery? That might sort some crap out too. Anyway, sorry about the potty mouth. Potty mouth. What was I gonna go? Wishful thinking, isn't it, really? Just got to work hard. Just got to keep going. That's what you got to do. I just like making stuff, as you know. Don't like to face the behind the scenes of it all. Of course not. This is the Cloud 9 jumper I've been making. It is a pattern by Claudine, who is Iron Lamb on Insta and Ravelry. You may know Claudine's work. She is a garment designer and designed the Granny Rocks jumper. And this is one of her latest releases. It is the Cloud 9 jumper. And if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I had a dilemma about the sleeves, and as you can see, I've just gone with my gut, and the Crochet Gods, and they were the ones that told me to put rainbow sleeves in, because I was going to do all grey, but all I've got left of the grey is that dark grey, it's charcoal it's called. I've started on the second sleeve. This is only, I mean, that goes to my elbow, so I need to do more, like that much more, to do a full length sleeve. And then the neckline has no ribbing, that needs to be done. Can't do all of that with just this much, so I've ordered a new ball, which is 400 grams. So just for like two halves of the halves of each sleeve, tenner. I was tempted to unpick the sleeves of the Betty boyfriend sweater I made, because the sleeves that turned out on that, as you will have seen a couple of episodes ago, they were like bell sleeves. So I was tempted to unpick the sleeves and then decrease the sleeves so they're just like tapered sleeves, which would give me hopefully some spare yarn to finish this one off. But I just thought, oh, for God's sake, just buy another frigging ball of wool. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I have done. I ordered it yesterday, and I ordered it from one of the online shops. You know how there's like Love Crochet, Wool Warehouse, and there's a couple of other ones. Usually I do those two just cause. And this is, oh, it's paint box, so it must have been Lovecraft. I've ordered, this is an old order, but because it was only £10 for this is it. The main colour is Stylecraft Life Aran. But all of these are paint box, and I think this might be my new favourite wool yarn. Wool Mix Aran. It is 50% wool, 50% acrylic, and it's really nice. I really like it, and if I could have like a whole shop's worth of this, I'd be very happy. I don't know if they do a double knit version. If they do a double knit version, I'm going to get some when I'm feeling flush, because I really like it. I love the colours. I think they're fab. And because, yeah, my point being, because I only spent a tenner on the one ball of the charcoal, to get free delivery I had to spend 25 quid, and I just went, do it. It makes no sense, because I've spent more money just to get free delivery, which is like 3 quid. But they know that we're going to do it. They know. There are arseholes like that, aren't they? Those shops. Sneaky chaps. Anyway. So, but I will use it because I'm going to make another Cloud9 jumper. All in this. And it'll probably be a block colour version, because the beauty of Claudine's pattern is that you can do anything you damn well please with regards to colour work. The basic pattern is literally just like I can't remember what the sleeves, what is it, a raglan sleeved jumper, and there are variations on striping. I think the pattern that when you buy it has like the choice of doing stripes at the top. I decided I wanted them further down. Whether or not it's the best option, I don't know. I shall probably regret it, like a lot of things. But no, I don't mean that. I mean, like, I'm learning from all the times I make mistakes with the jumpers I make, because I always make jumpers and go, oh, I don't like it. Or like, oh, I wish I'd used different colours. I wish I'd done the stripes differently. Do you remember the Mountain Tramper sweater when I put all the stripes in a completely different order to the pattern and then regretted it? because actually the pattern was right to do it in that way, not me going off piste and thinking I know better. But I like this, it's nice. But I was like, should I do 2 rows in each colour? Should I just do 1 row in each colour? Oh no, I'm not sure I should do 1 row in each colour. If you start thinking about it, the options are endless, and then you get all confused, and then you sort of like, you never start it. So I just thought, sod it, just do it, just make it. And this is the one I've made. So it's got these stripes, and actually, do you know what? I think I like it. I did them lower down because I didn't want the stripes going across my boobs, because they would just look like, it would look like a massive convex rainbow. I'm not having that. But it fits, it's a good fit. The beauty of this pattern is that it's top down, so you can try it on as you go. I have enjoyed making it thus far, and it's dead quick. Yeah, I'm going to make another one of those, and also I'm going to make another Betty Boyfriend sweater at some point, but I also have like a massive list of, and I mean massive list of garments, crochet garments I want to make. I even want to knit myself a jumper at some point in the next few months. I want to make, I want to make the Just Feel Festive shawl by Kalisha of the Quirky Monday Craft Cast, because it's a granny shawl and I love granny. I've already been mentally putting colours together for that. I was thinking like some crazy random stripes, and then I remembered that that would be a lot of ends to sew in, but I might do it anyway. Just like a good stash busting project. Check it out. I'll put a link in the show notes, because I've downloaded it. It's a free pattern, so why wouldn't you? Gotta love granny. I downloaded quite a few patterns recently and bought some as well. I've said before, and I shall talk about them as I want to make them, I guess. Oh, do you think I could put together, like I could go into my stash cupboard now and go and pull together a load of DK stuff for the Just Feel Festive shawl? Could do. I'm working on some swatches for new designs. Feverishly working away on those. Well, I mean, yeah, so I mean, like, I've done more than what I've shown you, essentially. It looks like I haven't done very much, even though it's been 3 or 4 weeks since the last episode. I have got stuff on the go. I'm not one for New Year's resolutions or anything, but this year I think I resolve to be less of a flake. I flit and I dither from one thing to the next, and I'd like to learn to be more with it. I'm not sure that's possible. I think it's just in my nature to be a bit kind of haywire sometimes. Oh, haywire. Went Devon then. Haywire. I've lived in Devon for 20 years, and yeah, sometimes it gets to me. I guess I wouldn't have it any other way. Moving to Devon is, well, yeah. That's half my life I've been here, so it is my life. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, I don't do self-reflection. I don't do any kind of reflection, really. I think in the past I've said, haven't I, like when it's been, well, you probably don't remember, because why would you? I don't remember partly myself, but I think in other podcasts when it's been January I've gone, what's the point in looking back? Well, maybe I'll learn something, hey? We shall see. Do you know, I haven't heard anybody make any kind of like profound statements about having clear vision for the year 2020. I thought somebody might say something cheesy along those lines, but I haven't seen anything yet. I might have to name a few projects, something like something to do with 2020 vision. It's a bit pants though. I don't know. I thought it was somebody else. Okay. Anyway, so here's to 2020. May it be less of a... May there be a clear path ahead. I stopped saying I resolved to say less, because that does my head. Thank you so much for watching. I'm out of practice, aren't I? Apologies. I hope you're okay. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe and all that jazz. And I'll see you again next time. Thank you. Bye bye.